Hi all, in this video we'll check how can we mount a new EBS volume to our existing EC2 instance. So I've created a T2 micro instance and it's in running state. This has a default root volume of 8 gigs. If I go to volumes here in the EC2, you'll see I have only one volume which is of 8 gigs, and I've also logged in through PuTTY and used df-h command. So you can see that I have only one volume of 8 gigs. Now we'll create a new EBS volume and attach that to our running EC2 instance. So this would be a on the fly operation. You don't have to stop your EC2 instance to attach the volume. You can do that directly. Now I'm in volumes and I'll create a new volume. So our volume type would be, you can choose if it is provisioned IOPS or general purpose. I'll choose general purpose for now. I'll say size is 20 gigs. You can choose IOPS if you select provisioned IOPS. So I'll keep general purpose, then is availability zone. You must keep in mind that EBS volumes are AZ specific. So you have to specify the availability zone. Next is snapshot ID. So if you want to create EBS volume from existing snapshot of your earlier data, you can select the snapshot. It will show you all the snapshots that are available. Then is encryption. If you want to encrypt this, I'll create a new tag with name as my volume, and I'll click on create volume. So this has created our volume. So we can see that we have two volumes now. One is of size 20 gigs that we just created. So if you go to state, you'll see that this is not in use. This is available. Okay. So what I can do is I can right click on here and I can choose attach volume option. So I have only one EC2, so I can select that. So next is a device name, which you can give. So I'll click here attach. So you can see that state of this EBS volume is changed. It's in use now. So your task doesn't stop here. So even after attaching this from EC2, you have to go there and mount to a directory in your EC2. Okay. So it is taking some time. So let's wait for this. So all the processing is done. So I have logged into my EC2 through PuTTY. So what I can do is I can call df-h. So you can see that even if we attached our new volume to our EC2, we still don't see the 20 gigs volume here. Okay. So first you have to run. Okay, now you can see you get one device here, XVDF with 20 gig. Okay. So what you have to do next is you have to check if there is any file system on this new volume. For that, you can use, so there isn't any file system, otherwise this would have shown you the file system. So first you need to have a file system in your EC2 volume, then only it can be mounted into your EC2. So for this, what you can do is you can run this command. Now again run the same command, file minus s. So you can see that we have a file system now, sgi xfs. Before mounting this to our EC2, we must create a directory here. So I have already created one directory. Okay, so this is my directory. So you can use mkdir command minus p if there is any hierarchy. I'll create apps, new volume. So this will create my new directory inside apps, volume and new volume. After this, I can use mount, then my volume name dev xvdf, and then the path. Now our mounting is done. So if you use df minus h now, you should see this that 20 gig to your app's volume and new volume. You can see that this dev xvdf with size 20 gig is mounted on apps volume and new volume. So this is quite simple and easy, which can be done on the fly without even restarting our EC2 instance. You can also verify the same by going to your EC2 instance. So I'll click on my running instances. If I select my instance, if I go to my block devices, you'll see I have dev SDF, which is of 20 gig. Yeah, this is it from attaching a new volume to our EC2. Thanks for watching this video.